Henry Cavill is hot on the market, and rumor has it, Disney has set its sight on him. According to several reports, Disney wants Cavill to play Hades in the upcoming Hercules live-action remake, leaving Bruce Campbell in the cold. What new roles could Cavill play without a future Superman gig on the horizon? Will Disney and Marvel be battling it out to sign him? Since Henry Cavill's exit as Superman started to do rounds on the internet, fans have been waiting for him to announce a new role. Cavill is best known for his role in the DC Comics films Man of Steel, Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and Justice League. He rose to fame in the early 2000s, appearing in several British television shows and films, including The Tudors and Stardust. He has also featured in Enola Holmes alongside star Millie Bobby Brown. Jersey's Superman has been flying high, but what's next for the now ex-Man of Steel? It shocked many when DC's new co-CEO James Gunn announced that the company would not continue with Henry Cavill's Superman, leaving his fans devastated. Despite a brief return in Black Adam this year, the Man of Steel is heading in a different direction, leaving Cavill to hang up his cape again and step away. Throw in his exit from Netflix's The Witcher, and it took a lot of work to see what Cavill might be up to next, until now. Yet, Cavill is a casting director's dream. Everywhere you go on the internet, you can find new parts that fans suggest that he would be perfect for. It's almost impossible to deny that it would be amazing to see him in anything. The fandom has been tossing around many roles that they think Cavill would be well suited for, and we'll share the top picks with you later in the video. Turns out, his schedule isn't completely open, though. Henry Cavill has reportedly launched in another new franchise, and he already loves it. Cavill's next play, Warhammer 40,000 series for Amazon. While he may not don a red cape, this is a cool new gig. He's set to star in and executive produce a series adaptation of Warhammer 40,000, a popular science fiction fantasy miniature war game, and it is a passion project. Cavill, a self-titled nerd who enjoys building computers by hand, had previously expressed his love for the Warhammer franchise. One of his hobbies is to buy Warhammer pieces and characters and then paint them by hand. I have loved Warhammer since I was a boy, making this moment special. The opportunity to shepherd the cinematic universe from its inception is quite the honor and the responsibility, Cavill told Fox News Digital, courtesy of Amazon. In an early interview, Cavill recalled being a franchise fan since he was about 10 years old. Cavill is joining the Amazon series as a star and executive producer, giving him an opportunity to delve into the storytelling of the series, a childhood dream come true. Thanks to the Warhammer news, Cavill fans can take a much-needed sigh of relief. The actor has had a tumultuous few weeks in terms of his best-known roles, but he's found the perfect place to land, surrounded by Warhammer miniatures and ready to make them into his own personal universe. We'll be keeping a close eye on this project's development. For those already missing the actor in the DCEU, there's a chance for them to see him in another part of the DCEU, as suggested by James Gunn himself. There are a lot of roles that Henry Cavill could make his own in this new direction the DCEU is taking, ranging from different Kryptonians to anti-heroes. Cavill has shown great range beyond the superhero franchise, and it should be interesting to see which other DC characters he can make his own. Be sure to stay till the end to hear what might be his Disney debut. So, what roles could we see him in a future DC film? Booster Gold could re-Cavillize Henry's role in the DCEU. Mainstream audiences aren't as familiar with Booster Gold as they are with some other heroes, but those who know the hero well recognize him as a man who begins his journey in the future and seeks glory through his abilities and technology. Henry Cavill has the build to play the superhero Booster Gold, and he will get to make a fresh start with a character different from Superman. As Booster Gold, he would develop the character from the Glory Hound into a true hero who looks out for others. If not Booster Gold, Cavill's casting as Jor-El could add an intriguing dimension to the Kryptonian patriarch. Superman has one of the most noteworthy families in DC Comics, with Jor-El standing out as his biological father. Since the DCEU is getting a reboot, there's a fair chance of another incarnation of Jor-El appearing, which Cavill can fill. The actor is now at the age where he can play Jor-El, and he'll be perfect for the role since he's already very accustomed to playing a Kryptonian. The new Jor-El can bring an interesting dynamic to the table with Cavill in the mix, and fans will be intrigued to see how he can take on this role after being Kal-El. How about Cavill donning a mask, a cape, and a ring? Cavill could bring a good balance between comedy and drama to Hal Jordan. Everyone knows Hal Jordan is the best Green Lantern from DC, but he has yet to be done right in the movies. While Jordan isn't the most serious guy, he's also not a goof like Ryan Reynolds once played him. Cavill sure looks the part to play Hal Jordan well, and it will be fun to see him don the outfit. Despite being one of the premier heroes, Green Lantern needs to improve in the DCEU. This introduction will set up Cavill's Green Lantern as one of its best films. DCEU fans have been clamoring for Henry Cavill to re-enter the franchise for some time, but will he ever enter the Marvel Cinematic Universe? Fans believe he'll be best suited to play one of these two roles if he does. Now that he's getting a little older, fans have speculated that Henry Cavill might be a good choice to play Reed Richards in Marvel's upcoming Fantastic Four film. That's right, fans hope that Henry Cavill will join the Marvel's Fantastic Four as Reed Richards. And honestly, he could pull it off. Proving himself to be an ideal hero in Man of Steel, Henry Cavill was the perfect fit for virtually any big-screen heroic franchise. Reed Richards was first introduced in the Fantastic Four #1, commonly known as Mr. Fantastic, before being struck with a mutation that gave him superhuman elasticity, malleability, and durability. He was a genius among his peers. He later became the leader of the Fantastic Four team when 3 other team members were exposed to the same radiation that gave him his power. According to Kevin Feige, Marvel is looking to reboot Fantastic Four as part of Phase 4. While Marvel has not yet announced a cast list, fans are hoping that Henry Cavill will be among the actors who star in the film. Although a few people want him to be seen as Reed Richards, a group of people thinks Henry will be best suited as Wolverine, even though it will be a task to fill the shoes of Hugh Jackman, who made the role so iconic. With the rumors that Hugh Jackman is retiring from the role of Wolverine after Deadpool 3, fans are wondering if Henry will be up to keep his legacy on. When Hugh Jackman steps down as Wolverine, Henry Cavill will be the perfect one to reprise the role. Fans took to Twitter with their reactions, and one wrote, "Wolverine casting: Adam Driver, Henry Cavill, Keanu Reeves, John Bernthal." Another one posted, "Marvel effed up and lost James Gunn. Gunn took our angel from us. Marvel can make it up by hiring Henry Cavill stat. We need a new Wolverine after all." With the mutants appearing more likely in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Wolverine's arrival could be imminent, especially with multiple mystery movies and TV shows in Phase 6. Will Hugh Jackman be starring as his version of the character in Deadpool 3? But is that set to be the canon iteration moving forward? But if not, why give actor Henry Cavill a chance to show us a more ferocious side to superheroes? This is a pretty popular idea among fans, spawning some insanely good fan art in the process. Apex Forum's epic artwork gives fans a glimpse of what Henry Cavill could look like if he were to play the role of Wolverine in a Marvel project. The stunning image features Cavill's hero boasting a Terminator-like wound, revealing the metal underneath his flesh. What is most striking about this image? Well, of course, the character's signature claws reach across most of the image and really add to the idea of how great Cavill would look boasting them. As well as Marvel rumors, Cavill has been linked to Avatar and is a betting favorite to be the next 007. But more prominently, Henry Cavill is being eyed for a role in the upcoming live-action remake of the Disney classic Hercules. We hate to be the bearers of bad news, Bruce Campbell, but it looks like you've been passed over as Hades in Disney's upcoming live-action remake of Hercules. Instead, Henry Cavill is in talks to sign on for that role. We don't know what Cavill thinks of the situation, but given that he recently departed from his role in 2 big franchises, I imagine he's got some time on his hand. If you're wondering whether Henry Cavill has the singing abilities to play Hades, we have some bad news. As far as we can tell, the only time he's come close to singing on screen was in 2005's Hellraiser Hellworld, and he jokingly hums a few bars in the movie. The good news is that Henry Cavill may not even have to sing so much as a single note to play Hades in Hercules. James Woods voiced the villain in the 1997 animated film, and his version of Hades remains one of the few popular Disney villains without a memorable song. If Henry Cavill plays Hades in Hercules, it will be a departure from his high-profile roles. While he has played villains before, most notably as an assassin, gunning for Tom Cruise's Ethan Hunt in Mission Impossible Fallout, it will be his first time playing a mastermind villain in such a flick. Considering the recent news about his career, a stint in the world of Disney might be just what the doctor ordered. What do you think? Which role would best suit Cavill? Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.